Good morning, good morning. Hello, guys. Woo, what a beautiful day out. Thank you. If you reach my uh, channel, my channel, I keep you in the future, what's going on in the future. I don't panic you. I inform you, but I give you food well advanced, where a lot of people not giving you food in the future, what to do and what's coming. So I give you nice predictions of the future where you can search, and I come to you in the spiritual being form. That's why I get this infinite knowledge. I don't come to you in the manly form. A lot of these stations, they stay there, but then they start, I see how they're going. They talk to you just like the man. They panic you and all this with no resolutions. So today's topic is Great Awakening 2020. The transferring of wealth has already begun. Great Awakening 2020, the transferring of wealth has already begun, per your law of attraction, per age of Aquarius. So right now, this is what's going on, man. It's Satan versus God. Because right now, even myself, I'm getting laughed at quoting scriptures back to these satanic forces. Because in their mind, they think of college degrees as knowledge. College degree is book smart, but that's not a God smart. These people don't read God's word. If you go through all the great books that teach, what type of people did God use? He either uses the worst of the worst and transforms their heart. That's me. Anybody know my history? I was not a good character. I had some things going on, but I changed my heart. Or he uses people that's the poorest of the poor. When you look at TV, you see the well-dressed man that speaks elegant. That's not who he usually chooses. Not in the books I read. That's all satanic. That's to feed your subconscious brain. Back to this transferring the wealth. It's not coincident your banks keep closing earlier and earlier. That's because the wealth is already so in other words, you will be the bank. These banks that are no longer getting bailed out and they're losing power. They no longer have the corrupt money in that system they're in. Because the dollar, I keep telling you, is shrinking. If you look at the stock market, why is it not growing? I don't care what media tells you. What do your eyes see? So they're not telling you because television is not there to help you. It never has been. You watch television and you stay sick, and I don't watch television. I go more to, why am I not sick? Dr. Fauci is a friend of who? The television media. Dr. Fauci doesn't tell you to meditate. He doesn't tell you to pray. He doesn't tell you to work on your immune system. He doesn't tell you to eat fruits and vegetables. He doesn't let you know you're a social being per God, that helps you. You're supposed to be a social being. He's telling you to wear a mask which covers your face. You can't get out here and breathe these great necessities you're supposed to breathe. So, and you keep running. I was always told as a kid, a wise man listens. So right now, it's like right now Noah is building the ark. They're doing me the same way. They did it to Jesus, who was God. They scoffed and laughed at him. Who are you? Remember, that's what goes on every time. Martin Luther King had hoses and stuff and dogs sicked on him every time we try to help. So you guys need to get out this slavery mentality and control your money. Your 401k, why do you, that is actually going away when Nasara and Jasara going away. Even if it doesn't, I'll pay whatever taxes. Why do you allow companies to control your 401k? You always hear the future. The future is every second. Who told you 60 years? Who told you When you're 70, that's your future. Every second is your future. You should have that money and get it into gold and silver immediately, the hard gold and silver. That's just advice. Because if you watch your gold right now, it's steadily going up, isn't it? And they keep saying, oh, it's going to. No, it's not, because the dollar is turning to the gold standard. Why don't they tell you? Just like they never told you anything else. Because you need to do what's called, you are your media. God gave you, so you have a choice at this downtime. You keep sitting there watching the popcorn with this media that's not helping you, or someone like me that's telling you where to look. Silver, if you can't afford, you don't have to buy the whole ounce, you can buy a part of it. Silver right now was, it was like $22 just a few weeks ago. It's up $34. And gold is up $1,900. Back 3 months ago, it was like $1,000, I think $1,100. That's your savings account. So what's happening, you will no longer be a slave. If you look at your mortgage, if you look at your, you say you own your home, look at it. If it says tenant on it, how do you really own it? That's a slave. They've been tricking us and fooling us. So that is null and void. That's why a lot of things now are getting waived. Your credit card doesn't, it has a certain limit on it, because all of that was under that corruptness that we were under, the dark age. We're now entering age of Aquarius, the golden age, which is us no longer being slaves, you taking more control of your life. So everything I tell you, you can go research. That's what I do. The TV, I don't even watch TV. I have no food, it gives me no food or knowledge. I just steadily keep researching everything. Like the African-American lady, they laughed at her, telling you how to heal yourself from the coronavirus or COVID-19 if you need that. People scoffing at her, talking about she talking about Jesus, and they're laughing. I thought when you gave yourself to God, people are supposed to come in open arms. That's what I read in the work, but people don't. They scoff at you. One guy, I told him, I was on a Republican website, and I got out of it because it was of Satan. I told him, I forgot, but he quoted me back Austin 3:16. So I'm quoting him scriptures. I actually was judged. I told him, judge and don't be judged. So I shot him that verse in the book. So he was judging, and I said, and then I told him, I said, judge and don't. So he said, he sent me back, not John 3:16, Austin, which is some wrestler 3:16. So I immediately got off. I'm no longer, because that's not of God. And then, because those type of people are the ones right now still watching the media. I don't care if you watch Fox or CNN. They're not fully, either way you go, it's still television. They're not giving you the full truth. They can't. Because a lot of people are not what's called woken. That's what's holding everything up. Because a lot of people say God, but they don't do God's word, and they read. So they read God's word, and they just close the book and they don't do it. Me, I'm steadily losing weight. Why? Because by my spiritual being, I was able to stop eating the meats, which has cancer in it. So as a spiritual being, you could do anything. That's just, all I do is challenge somebody 7 days of vegan. And I did it, and I found out that proteins was broccoli, there's peas. But I don't have a desire for meats. That's just a choice of mine, but I'm steadily losing weight. I went from a large size shirt to the medium. But each day, and then I get out here like now with so much energy. That was just a choice. And how did I gain that? Because each time you go towards more God, you get stronger and stronger. Guys out here having all these sexual partners, you can do it, but then you wonder why you don't have no wealth, because you give away your vital seed, which is wealth, which is creative mind. These are just things already there. Think and Grow Rich, chapter 11, you can read it. That's called your sexual transmutation. The power of your seed is the most powerful seed a man can hold. Man give it out like water, and that's why they're weak. That's why women say, oh, man, these guys are so weak. That's why I become so strong and become such a better magnet. I learned to hold that power of that seed. Because the reason why it's so much wealth, because most men can't do it. One guy said, you have so much energy, and I didn't even want to tell him, because it would just blown his mind. And you judge yourself. God's within you, so you can't hide. But how do you do all these things with your spiritual being? In a man form, you can't do it. But in your spiritual being form, which you really are first, remember, it's you came in from God the Creator, and you were a spiritual being. That's it. There's no man, there's no books, nothing there. But this world tricked you to pray and then go to a man. That's why you're always sick in this other, because you're hearing a man's point of view instead of the point of view within yourself. How did I get that? Because I went to God, the direct source. All the religions have one thing in common. They say God. So I went right to God, and he showed me the correct way to come to him. That's how I get all these dynamic speeches, because I'm just a vessel of God. So you guys can keep looking for the most eloquent speakers. I come to you with straight knowledge that you can always research. So right now, the transfer of wealth it's like Noah is building an ark, and the people were scoffing at him like, ha ha, okay, that's what's going on now. I don't care if you're a family, relative, I don't scoff and joke with the word. That's what I get. And then people sitting there don't even protect me that say they have God. That's why I'm going to get rewards first. It's because God himself, you judge yourself, you reap what you sow. Look at what seeds I'm planting right now. What seeds are you planting during this time? That's what's going on. So it's nothing, I'm not panicking you. We got lots of time. But I'm showing you in front of your own eyes what's going on. They don't tell you. So each day the stock's going down. I'm watching them because I do stocks. But I already know. But if you buy some hard gold or silver, you're fine. That is your savings account. And you're safe. The money I'm watching, the gold, silver, each day, it probably going up as I'm speaking. Already went up 1% or 2%. So God is allowing us to take control from this slavery world, because he is giving us the power. You understand? So the poorest of the poor is going to be taken care. It's going to rise from the bottom up. Those at the top are going to go down. They're already going down. They're panicking. There's nowhere to run. You just have to have God. The stronger you are with God, you good. Which is reading your word. You do your not read the word first. You wake up, you pray, give thanks, do your meditation for your communication, and then from there you can do your research. If you want to read the books, you can. If you need someone like me, you can turn on that gives you future advice, and that's it. And you're good, and then stay happy all day. And that's what's going on, man. It's the transfer of wealth already beginning. Nothing to fear, as that's in the book. You control your reality how you think, which is in Proverbs, as I said yesterday, as a man thinketh in the heart, so is he. That's God's word. I teach people God's word and they scoff at that too. I'm like, okay, because I already know you reap what you sow. You're doing damnation to yourself. I don't have to judge. It doesn't tell us to judge. And when you see people that's talking God, you're supposed to have open arms. Don't worry about if you think a person's faking. That's not your concern. Your concern is to have open arms and then watch. That's it. Your job is easy. That's how Jesus was. He was open arms to everybody. That's why they put someone like me to teach and not some people that's been in religion so long, because they are very judgmental. I am not judgmental. I am nothing but love, peace, joy, happiness, and I stay neutral. That's why I can see better. So if you hate somebody, you are hating. You're not supposed to hate. That's in the books. That way you can see things better. Stop judging. But I don't. Judge and not be judged. It says it, so do the word. And you guys take care. The transferring of the wealth has begun. It's nothing to fear. You got lots of time. As you do it, you'll see great reward. You'll already be on when the collapse does come, you'll be like Noah on the ark. You'll hear the crying and screaming, but they were already forewarned, as I do videos every day. And you know what I mean? So it's up to you. What were you doing in the preparedness before the storm hit? That's what's going on. You can already become set to your wealth in the new world because you're already ahead. Just keep doing your research. You are your own media and you'll be fine. Research everything, as I did. You guys take care. I much appreciated listening to what I had to share. Good day.